Hello there, lovelies. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So for those of you that don't know, I have 11 years pro cheer experience, 8 years with the NFL and 3 years with the NBA. So obviously I've been through 11 pro cheer auditions. Plus I've been a judge for well over 20 years at all levels, middle school and high school, college, and of course semi-pro and pro cheer auditions. So I have witnessed a lot of fails and a lot of mistakes, some of which were recoverable, but all of which were avoidable. Now, don't get me wrong, we are human and we all make mistakes, but what's most important is that we learn from our mistakes so that we don't repeat them, or we learn from the mistakes of others so that we don't make those mistakes. So in this video, I am going to talk about our most popular blog post yet, the top 10 terrible audition mistakes, and I'm going to go into great detail on audition mistake number 1. So I got the idea to do this video because one of the blogs that I wrote by far is the most popular and most viewed on our website, and it's the top 10 terrible audition mistakes. Not only is it the most viewed blog, but we also have a download that you can actually grab from our website, and by far it's the most downloaded PDF that we offer as well. So first, before I even get into the audition mistakes, I wanted to let you know about this freebie that you can grab for yourself as well. So it is the top 10 terrible audition mistakes. So let me tell you what you get. So first of all, you're going to get the top 10 terrible audition mistakes. So we put it in a nice one-pager for you. You're also going to receive the audition success cheat sheet. And it basically says, okay, here are the top 10 mistakes, but here is what you need to do instead to make sure that you avoid those mistakes. You'll also get an audition success action sheet where you can actually document your actions for each of those 10 areas so that you can start implementing immediately. And we give you an audition success action sheet already filled out. So we give you examples of what we feel could go on your action sheet so that you can put these practices into place immediately. So I'm going to put the links down below. Be sure to grab it for yourself. And what I wanted to do over the next 10 videos is go into great detail on these top 10 audition mistakes so that you can understand all of the actions that you should take to avoid those mistakes. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is mistake number 1, lack of proper preparation before prep classes and the day of auditions. And I want to stress prep classes because unfortunately a lot of women feel like as long as they bring their A game to auditions, then they're good to go. But I kind of have a different philosophy on that. No, you don't have to be 110% on the first prep class, right? Because that's what prep classes are all about. It's about getting you prepared, making sure that you understand the dance style of the organization and kind of giving you the inside scoop on the team. However, you should start preparing well before prep classes and really look at the prep class as your first mini audition. This whole idea of preparation is so important that it's included in our mission statement. We aim to make sure that our lovelies are prepared, polished, and confident for auditions. And prepared is the very first aim and mission of Sideline Prep. So it's extremely important, but why is it important? So think about it. Your pro cheer auditions, this is the big league, right? Now we've advanced out of high school and college, and now we're in the pros. And you really have to look at this as an interview, like it's a job. You really need to think about if you were going on a job interview, wouldn't you prepare? Wouldn't you do research? Wouldn't you make sure you have all of your T's crossed and your I's dotted before you walked into that interview? Well, it's the same thing for a pro cheer audition. You really have to look at prep classes as well as audition day as a job interview. So you really have to make sure that you prepare. But don't just take it from me, right? There are tons and tons and tons of quotes out there about the importance of preparation. So let me just share a couple of my favorite with you. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Another quote, success Success is where preparation and opportunity meet. And finally, there are no secrets to success. It's the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure, which I just spoke about earlier, right? It's all about, okay, if we make a mistake, if we fall, if we stumble, that's okay. Get up, brush yourself off, and learn from the mistakes. Put a plan of attack in place so that you do not make those mistakes again. And what's so wonderful about this blog post, and I think the reason why so many people loved it, was because we actually share mistakes that other people make at auditions so that you can learn from those mistakes before you make them and to prevent you from making them. So when we talk about preparation, what does that really mean? What does it mean to prepare? How can you prepare properly for both prep classes and auditions? So let me just give you a couple of examples. First of all, you've got to do your research. I know I always say it, right? You've got to do your research. And we are going to have an entire video based on what you need to actually research. That's going to be video number 3 coming up. But basically, you need to know the expectations of the team and the requirements of the team and what they are looking for as far as a well-rounded candidate. You need to know about the sport and the history of the team and all of that. So there's just tons of research that you have to do. Like I said, we'll cover that in video 3. And you really have to start all of this preparation now, as early as possible. So if you, for example, audition for a team and let's say you don't make it, I'm sorry, it's okay. It happens to most of us, right? Don't wait until a whole year, a month before auditions to start preparing again. You want to pretty much start preparing as soon as you can. So start now and start early. After you do your research, you need to develop a plan of attack and really try to understand what things do you need to work on. For example, if you know that the team that you're auditioning for requires a double turn and you only have a single, then that needs to go in your plan of attack. That needs to be one of the actions that you take. If you notice that all of their teeth are glistening white and maybe yours aren't, then that's something that you can put on your plan to maybe go to see a dentist and get some trays so that you can get your teeth whitened. If you notice that, for example, the team is more a hip-hop style, then maybe you need to start taking some hip-hop dance classes. So that's where that research really comes into play, because you can really try to figure out what they expect, what they want, and where you are and what the gaps are in between, and then set up a plan of action to close those gaps so that you meet those expectations and those requirements. Also, you want to take dance classes. I can't stress this enough. Making sure that you have the technique that is required, making sure that you feel comfortable with freestyle, making sure that you can pick up choreography pretty fast. The more dance classes that you take, the more comfortable you're going to feel in that open environment learning choreography on demand. It's also really going to help you from a performance standpoint as well, because you want to practice learning and picking up choreography. You want to practice the technique, but you also want to practice the performance and the power and your facials. All of that is so important during prep classes and auditions. Next, you have to work out, right? You want to make sure that your body looks good, but also that you are in tip-top shape, because you don't want to be exhausted during prep classes and auditions. You want to have the endurance to get through auditions and prep classes. So working out is not only going to help you get the physique and get tone and look your best, but it's going to help you to feel your best as well. And it's really going to help you get through auditions so that you're not sweating and sweat all of your makeup off, right? So make sure that you start working out, and then eat properly. Really make sure that you incorporate healthy, good eating into your lifestyle, so that you have the energy and that you really make it a part of your lifestyle, so that once you make the team, it's not a struggle to maintain those eating habits. Because let's get real about it. There are some of us that do crash diets, unfortunately, and go really hard and really strict on our diets before an audition, and then it's hard to maintain that. We do not recommend that. We do not want that. We want to make sure that you incorporate working out and eating and making it a part of your lifestyle, so that you can just maintain and coast throughout the season once you make the team. Another way that you can prepare, obviously, is your outfits. You need to do your research on what you're going to wear to prep classes, what you're going to wear to the auditions, what you're going to wear during finals week, and what you're going to wear for the big final showcase if they happen to have one. And then don't forget about that interview. You also want to think about what you're going to wear for the interview. You have to make sure that you have the look of a professional cheerleader, and specifically the look that team requires. So again, that goes into the research and making sure that you know what they are looking for when it comes to their actual look. And then last but not least, you've got to start making your appointments, right? So your nail appointment, your hair appointment, if you don't know how to do makeup, work with us. We have Sideline Attraction, or go to a makeup artist and ask them to help you get your perfect look. So those are just a couple of the things that you could do to start preparing, but you want to start now, and you want to make sure that you get ahead of the game so that when you walk into auditions, you know that you have crossed all T's and dotted all I's, and that is going to help with your confidence level. I cannot begin to explain how important it is with that whole preparation piece, how it really does impact your feeling of confidence and your feeling of being ready for that big day and for prep classes. Alrighty, that is it. So again, that was audition mistake number 1. We want to make sure that we properly prepare before both prep classes and auditions. And again, be sure to grab your copy of this wonderful PDF, because you're actually going to get our audition success action sheet, which gives you a couple of tips on what we think you should do to actually make sure that you do not make this mistake, okay? So go ahead and grab that as well. All of the links are going to be below. In addition, if you have any suggestions on things that we should be doing to properly prepare for prep classes and auditions, be sure to jot them down below. If you like this video, of course, give us a thumbs up, and care, right? Care by sharing. Share with your friends and family, and then visit us, of course, on sidelineprep.com. Email us at info@sidelineprep.com, and of course, connect with us on social media. Alrighty, that's all for now. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.